focus training, and we're going to be playing with a shoulder in. Shoulder in means that the horses bring the front feet towards the inside of the arena, and the back feet stay on the tracks more towards the outside of the arena. So if you're on the fence, you're creating a 3-track of the front feet stepping on track number 2 and number 3. If you imagine 3 tracks, again, imagine a train, and train has track number 1, track number 2, track number 3. So right now he's standing on track number 1 with his left front foot and left hind foot. And then his right front foot and right hind foot are on track number 2 right here. So my goal for this exercise is to move his hindquarters, to move his front end towards the inside of the arena to where his left front foot is going to be stepping on track number 2, and his right front foot is going to be stepping on track number 3. So the first thing you got to have is you got to stand in front of your horse and be able to walk your horse forward like this. And he's thinking hunches in already, so that's great. I'm going to correct that. Good. So my right hand is going to be on the outside knot of the halter, pushing eventually the nose towards the inside of the arena. So as I take a step back and encourage some forward, I bring the nose towards the inside of the arena. So now we can see that he lined that left front foot with the right hind foot on track number 2, and the right front foot is right here on track number 3. And the left hind foot is still close to the fence on track number 1. So track number 1, track number 2, track number 3. This is my shoulder in position. Now I've got to sustain this position while we're traveling forward. The way to do it is to focus right there behind the girth area. There we go. Keeping the hip keeping the hip out towards the fence. And then every now and then I'll tap the shoulder to create a little bit of lateral flexion, because the nose should be right there. You could see that I had just a little bit of his eye looking towards his rib cage, towards his flank. So I'll show this to you on this side as well. Get your horse lined up on the fence. Make sure that the horse will walk forward with you, like that. You can position this hand or slightly push on the nose, and start keeping the hip on the fence as you bring his front end off the fence. He's trying to do hunches and shoulder in at the same time. There we go. Good. So on this side, he's leaking that shoulder towards the fence a little bit. So I'll probably back off of this stick. There we go. There, that's a better position. Make sure that I take big enough steps so that he's got some good rhythm. So notice that, like, when you start on the fence, to get the horse to come off the fence, you also have to come off the fence. So start with that. There we go. Good. A little bit more hip there. I need a little more hip because the shoulder's leaking a little bit. This side, I'm going to support his shoulder a little bit. See, he's drawing to me. That's beautiful right there. And then I can take the stick and take him back to the fence and maybe give him a release. Good boy. So to get started, it's okay if you just come off the fence and just stop your horse right here, right? We just brought the horse off the fence and say good boy, and then go back on the fence. You can isolate it as much as you'd like to. Make sure that the hip doesn't come off the fence. That's the job of the stick here. And make sure that you don't keep moving away from the fence. Do you see how I'm not on the fence anymore? How I just stepped off of it? So make sure that you stay on that track number 3 or 4-ish, in that zip code of those, so that you stay where you need to be and your horse stays on the fence. The fence is very important for the straightness of the maneuver, not the straightness of the horse, but straightness of the maneuver, that you're engaging that right hind leg, in this case, going that direction deeply under the horse's belly. If you start getting off the fence, your horse will probably just start walking forward, and they're not going to be stepping deeper underneath their belly. And you can really see what you're getting when the horse is in front of you. you can stop the horse and you can evaluate and see if the feet are lined up the way they're supposed to be. And you can adjust your stick to whatever body part you need to adjust it to. If you have a leaky shoulder or they're assuming something, just go ahead and use it. Or you need more gas pedal or they're running you over, you may need to stop and back them up. So just keep all that in mind and just adjust to whatever you need. There we go. Step number 1, grab the halter. Pull the horse forward. You can tap under the belly or tap the butt. Send them forward. You can tap on the side. Reebok, watch your head, buddy. And then once the head is in front of you, start tapping the rib cage to get them to kind of go like sideways and keep the nose in front of you. Now he's in a 3-track position. That's too much nose towards me, so I'm pushing him away. There we go. There we go. I'd like for the head to be up a little bit. Unless the horse is emotional and tight in the top line, then I might stretch them. Good boy. That was really good. As long as you stay on your path of travel and keep that nose in front of you, you should be getting a pretty nice shoulder in. Don't have to really worry about whether you're getting a 3-track or not. Why? Not doing haunches in. They love that stuff. So again, start walking. Keep the nose in front of you. I don't have the front feet in enough. There we go. So I pulled him forward just a little bit. I stepped off the fence. That's a pretty good shoulder in right there. Bring his head up because he's thinking down. Like a little more impulsion. There, there. I like a nice rhythmic walk there. We're starting to get some rhythm. That was good. That's all you need to do. This is an easy one, but don't underestimate the power of this one.